Sometimes I wonder if you're just sitting there like, nigga, when are you gonna stop talking?
You know, how long have we been friends?
Shut up! I can't stand it anymore!
Welcome, everyone. We finally got to the finale. It's been quick and painful. I'm praying to the Lord Jesus they don't start in with that Queen of the Damn please. Please.
Don't do it!
And the game title tonight is, that's the end of it. There's nothing else. It's better.
I would have hoped so, but this got renewed for season 3. Well, it didn't get renewed. They bought 3 seasons, and now we gotta suffer through all 3 of them.
I could feel it, like I couldn't feel my hand, my back,
My dick.
pumping slower every night. My broken arm, resetting itself, healed in the coffin.
What were the consequences of you saving Louis?
Demotion.
Why? I think that's the first time I've seen someone lured onto a set by wires like a bottom 4. Hair agape, robe slightly aghast to show just enough chest, legs ajar in a way to say you could just lift it up with just a little bit of the ankle. The fuck is this? What is this Passion of the Twinch?
I'm dragged off stage and buried alive. Claudia is dead. The worst nights were the pragmatic ones.
When a vampire starts screaming from starvation.
I didn't know I was screaming. I had no energy to scream. If I had.
This is feeling like a clip show.
Bullshit.
Yeah, this is feeling like a self-indulgent clip show, bro. Get to the
Like you're jerking yourself off to your own creation. Can we get to the fucking point?
Does anybody ask the bottom if he wants to be top?
Lazarus's point of view is what I remember.
I tasted the blood. I knew it was his. Why? I thought.
He's still got his same complexion. He doesn't really look haggard. I mean, you're starving to the point of going insane. Wouldn't you look really bad? Wouldn't you have like the aesthetic to match?
That's too much makeup expenses. We already spent all that, all the special effects we chose to put in the season.
You wasted all the money on that like poetic dialogue.
I was dead, but my rage had risen.
His anger is raised like his afro.
It was totally like the rage and everything in the original film was like, yeah, palpable. Pretty awesome scene where he like just wastes every body in the theater. My rage. The previous 8 minutes of just self-masturbatory dialogue is everything is just worse.
My rage had been denied blood.
Louis, when a person's in a rage, they don't take the time to, slam the man through a window, throw a man towards the front of the building, and then grab a shovel as the man screams to methodically.
In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti.
Why do you guys do this? Make the actions match the words.
If this is from the book, then yeah, it's one of those things where we just need to reference it. It doesn't need to like meld with our creation. It just needs to exist.
Murder. Santiago. Sam Hanswak.
Nigga. Just meow. All that nigga
guys
did in the
gonna have-
first movie was just wake up and just go to the goddamn theater.
I don't like them trying to have him humming angrily in patois. I don't like that. Stop that. Change that. Change that right now.
Sam tossed her in the rat box. In the rat box was Sam. Hans hauled me off. Ugly costume. Twan. Watch to die. Quan. Hauled me
It
out.
was Brenda, Letitia,
Rondell and Jaleisha.
Alicia, Veronica, Karen, Nikki. About 3 kids. Just shut up and get to the scene where you enact your revenge. I'm getting really tired of this unhinged Negro.
And the dark boundaries of the world begin to stretch out in the lair where they slept. I could have been a marching band.
Gay, lame, gay, lame and gay.
Got one dude flying.
Is this supposed to be funny?
I mean, is it supposed to be like that part where the vampire was hanging by the rock and his hand fell off and he fell? Because that was unintentionally funny.
It's just like the murder scene that we did in the mansion. Yeah, but that wasn't funny either. It wasn't even supposed to be a funny scene. It was supposed to be an intense, dramatic scene with abstract chaos in the background. This is horrible.
What the fuck? Wait, he just
He's going on the stairs like he's singing a part in a play.
Everyone has Ace!
about to do his tap routine. What the
The coven in the house. I live. What are you doing, nappy nigga?
Also, why wouldn't you just fly? Why would you waste the time going down the steps and just fly at him? Get the out of here. Oh, and you don't even show it. You can show all the gay in the world, but you can't show a head being cut off.
6 by fire, 2 by blade, 1 by a combination of.
They barely even show anything. But all that I'm talking about. Oh, I'm gonna get my revenge. I'm gonna get it. Yeah. Ooh. I said some fire, and I vaguely swung at a guy who was coming at me, and then that's it.
There's like so many scenes inside the franchise of Power. You know, Power. 50 Cent's crime drama. 4 books. I've recently been watching book 4, Force, with the white boy. They have scenes where entire projected gunfights happen with full cinematic movement. So it's not just a bunch of niggas shooting in place and then the scene is over. There's fluid motion, there's direction, there's intent and purpose, and they still have the ability to have character moments inside of it too. Why did you write on the mirror that was intended for Claudia's position and write truly diggly dead on it? Why not just move her books? You kept them there? You kept all of her diaries that you murdered her for there? You just make casual stupid jokes about how she was turned to ash on stage?
Yeah, you didn't burn them.
You
Didn't lock them away.
Santiago's really egotistical. He's really young, but he's not stupid. But this is now implying that even for this to even happen the way that it's done, stupid.
And with no sign of Armand or Lestat, that meant 4 had escaped. 2 out the front, 2 through the sewers. But I had planned for contingencies.
Weakness, you idiot! Or maybe stealing Santiago. You two go step up.
For one thing, they wouldn't scream for that long. As soon as they blow up, it's like, it's done. Like, even if they are vampires and still alive, they'll still be distracted by getting blown the f up.
I gotta walk back into the room for a second.
Oh, hurry up, nigga! I want to be disappointed.
I wanna hate.
Get your fat ass back here.
Okay, let's look at that effect again.
Hello, Francis.
You. Oh, dude has been really good at acting so far, and now he's like campy out of nowhere. You.
Did Armand tell you what we did with our ashes after we pulled you from the wall?
We used her as eyeshadow for the next month's performances. We put them in the pepper shaker for the popcorn we sold in the aisles. And I'd use her hot, wet ashes to pleasure myself.
Okay, I used that bitch's ashes to jerk my
Hot,
Wet ashes to pleasure myself.
That's disgusting.
No!
Can we get Vampire Killer Gamar on the call stat? I think we found another one who needs to know what the other vaginal option means.
That's the Spaniard's name you took. Francis took it to compensate for what God denied you, Francis. Between your legs and that farm girl, Lenora, who couldn't keep quiet about it.
She only thought it was small because my testicles are so enormous.
Like, he killed your daughter! And we talking about size and jerking off with a child's ashes. What are we doing?
You can't do big over here anymore. I'm sorry, you ruined it. After that cackling making me think about Nicki Minaj's.
I can see the maker's face now. Embarrassment washing over as you ask. Cannot be called Santi. Go.
Yeah, this is silly and not dramatic at all.
Like, the problem I have here is that there's like 2 good things happening that I actually like, but the fact that you guys have ruined Big Lewis is not helping. Why does your afro get bigger?
The rage makes my afro bigger. It brings out that motherland in me. That's why I got the machete.
I gotta have volume, but I also need to look like I just got out the ground. Blue magic grease. Well, the nigga cutting you.
I came here to have a think.
With a twink.
Why I do what I do.
Why you crossed an ocean? Why you rehearsed a play that will burn your daughter alive?
The great laws.
What law did you ever follow? Stop.
The fantastic flamer.
I've come to kill you.
I have the blood of Magnus in me.
Magnus burned.
I have the blood of a Kasha.
No, no! No! Oh, hell no!
Yes!
Oh, no, God! Stop gyrating! It's already bad enough! I was hoping they would mention any queen of the damn. Like, come on.
So far, how many am I right now?
Oh, yeah, that's right. You had a whole ass list.
Stat returns. That hasn't come through yet. 4 things we think we know the answer to is getting retconned. At least one of them doing the theater spiral. Yes, so that's going under 4 things. Lore spoilers about the Unicorn Universe. That's a check.
My blood is your blood. I'm dead. Here's your death. Let's start.
Stop, don't.
Why don't you just kill him and suck with this fat?
I think the implication of him even bringing that up is that he can't be killed unless he wants to be killed.
I'd have to be willing, and I'm not in the mood.
I'm offended too, Lestat. This shit is so unsexy.
He and I are gonna spend the rest of our lives together.
Enjoy you. Let's see how long it holds.
What do you meant by that, Louis?
Well, he killed my daughter, and I'm gonna decide to live with him for the rest of my life anyway, so I'm just a educated guess that it might not last.
He loved you.
Be mindful, it's a one of a kind. It's either be careful or be mindful. We need a new rule. Whenever somebody passes a person a note, it needs to be legible cursive, because this is chicken scratch.
The night that Lestat brings all those soldiers home and you tell him to throw them out, how many soldiers did he mind out of the townhouse that night?
More like 30?
Huh. Oh, well, it seems to me that there was more than one person in the theater that night who could have saved you.
They're retconning the thing that they already wrote into the story to retcon her death. And then they're adding another retcon on top of it.
Santiago, hand the diary into the audience, have them feel the evidence in their hands. This is too early for Lestat to acknowledge Louis. Keep the tension. These are just some notes along the margins here.
I don't like the way he flips through pages.
Because everything's weird.
That's when the Black Angel came.
And now you rise from your chair and walk towards Claudia.
And how do you suppose that you will keep her quiet in this moment?
The judges will fog her mind.
He didn't witness the play. He directed the play.
Oh my God. So there's another retcon?
It was pretty obvious this was coming.
Yes. I suppose that's probably one of the obvious twists, but the rest of the other ones probably were not. What the are we watching at this point? Carl was right. Carl was right. But what are we doing right now? Telemasca sends you a one-of-a-kind Xerox copy of the play. You receive it right around dinner time, where I'm assuming they were going to murder him. I have to assume some type of like diegetic removal of his thoughts and memories. Maybe take a piece of him. Some kind of suggestive shit. I don't know. You start treating and liming and needling him for information to see if a part of his memory has still been with, which implies that he didn't just erase your memory about you meeting him in episode 5. He also removed key information pieces about your memory when Claudia died. That alone makes me think that you are clearly lying. This is levels beyond the level of retconning you would have just expected them to do in the finale. This is them procedurally and traditionally lying about things in a way that makes no sense why they would lie about it.
100%.
Banishment.
Oh.
Banishment. Banishment.
You were supposed to die with Claudia. He didn't save you. Lestat did.
I knew they'd try to like humanize Lestat.
Technically they have to, because he is technically a lead character in the quote immortal universe. But at the same time, this is really bad. Also, again, Carl was right.
He just took credit for it when the opportunity presented itself. And you wasted everyone who could have told you differently. 77 years based on a seismic lie.
Louis!
Louis! Do everything that gives you happiness.
Thinking you're lucky that that bookcase doesn't fall on top of your head.
Damn. To be honest, a book should have fallen on his head.
You harm him in any way, I will kill you. Do you understand?
I like how he comically became, I'm whooping feet. He just turns the newspaper on himself, walks into the other room. All you hear is words, 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 words. And then this nigga's back hits the wall harder than most niggas' head hit the fucking bedboard.
Me and my bae was on the bad side. Then I see they got a new edition headlining the festival. She had a thing for Ralph when she was young.
I like to talk about black things with the nearest black person.
It's Mardi Gras, 1940. Mr. Melmoth, and they brought back who that? The next morning couldn't know.
Why the f would you do that in front of other people?
Big chunks of shit. Trash wild out there.
Shut up.
Out there. Running around this goddamn hurricane out there. Shut up. Hello. Who's he?
Louis.
That's Louis. Keys. Louis.
Get out.
Get out. Where? I mean, there's a mad hurricane outside. I keep fucking shut up.
Your acting's terrible and you're a vampire you can't drown. Shut up. Aren't you supposed to look like at this point in the story?
They think that if they make him look as ragged and haggard as it's supposed to be at this point of the story, that bitches would not still want to ride the ride.
People don't know bitches.
You're better than me to carry on the great work. Need about 50 more years of practice. Siri, pause.
Siri, please turn off the soundtrack. I hate it when movies and television, when they do this. Oh my god.
You don't like diegetic soundtracks?
No.
I carried her home. I made you turn her and saved her from a fire. 2.5 centuries later, she looked at me at the end like a child, looking to her father. But I was new.
The homosexual energy is so high, it's gonna tear the building apart.
By the way, the acting in the scene was really good.
I hope the set does not do that thing where they like make it so big and loud and then they cut to black as it all falls down on top of them. I really hope
that'd be gay. No. No! Y'all ruined. We said don't do that! Who's gonna ruin this shit?
We enjoyed the scene too much!
Yeah, it was our fault for giving this show credit. They did exactly what we said they do.
And now you're a Bigfoot hunter chasing Jesus' bloodline.
I've sold millions of these books, and you're a hack.
What a delight.
So he got turned.
I really wouldn't be staying put if I were you. I'm guessing you haven't heard from my maker.
I'm right, but I was half right. It was not Lestat. It was our mom. A pity bite, if you will. 2, Daniel, you have been the voice of the critics and the audience for literally 2 seasons. Why are you acting like a retarded character?
I'll tell you my life story. I'm gonna tell you about our great laws. I'm gonna tell you all this other shit. And you're gonna have it committed to memory. Now that you're one of us because he decided to change you against your will, what are you gonna do with it? I'm gonna go stalk a fat and I'm gonna talk about it live while I'm out.
I keep hearing the other vamps talking about you. Fucking pissed off about our book.
What is he gonna do? Stop me?
We'll all get a chop. Burn him.
This is the vampire Louis Dula. I live in the penthouse apartment at the Al Sharaf Towers in Dubai, United Arab Emirates. The security staff here is robust, but mortal. So for all you cowards out there talking about taking a run at me,
Damn, it was exceptional, nigga.
It's such an iconic part of the book, but it's also like a very iconic part of the film. I think we've done something different.
Hello, Francis.
You didn't do something different.
It was worse.
He's made of rubber, so he's pretty solid. It's really hard to destroy. Just like Ben Daniels.
That's a weird thing to say.
Lestat really thinks that Louis knows that he saved him, so he's quite surprised when he turns up with Armand and Louis blaming him for Claudia's death.
Why would he know that, though?
Oh my god.
Who would have told him that?
Why are you assuming that'd be such a thing that would happen? And why did y'all cut that entire part with I have the blood of Magnus, I have the blood of Akasha? Huh? You literally told him, I don't want to die right now.
This is the emotional conclusion. So what's the best way to hurt him? I'm gonna leave you for this Arab twink. He's gonna be sun-kissed, and I'm gonna kiss the sun that is his buns all the days of my life. And you gonna have to think about it. I'm gonna mentally project into you every time I'm inside him. How do you feel Lestat?
Let's pretend to be that gay shit didn't just come out of my mouth.
Not gonna happen!
I own the night.
Oh, yes.
There's only one good scene throughout that entire episode.
Daniel gets turned. Check. Lestat returns and specifically turns Daniel. I was half wrong. Daniel gets turned, but it is not Lestat. It is instead Armand, like a petty, jealous ex-girlfriend. Check. Armand is outed for an even deeper secret. Check. 4 things that we think we know the answer to getting retconned, and at least one of them having to do with the theater fire. That was more than like 10 things. Easy check. All right, Jay.
They're clearly going to invoke the Queen of the Damned next season. Yeah, Lestat's probably going to start the way the movie did, where like, yeah, he's probably going to sleep for a while, then wake up and start a band, then the music career is going to progress, and then during that time, we're going to follow the Talamascan, and they're going to be going after Louis, and we're probably going to get some where they link up again, and Lestat saves Louis, and this time Louis gonna know that he was saved by Lestat, and we're probably gonna drum up the romance again. Probably gonna actually see Lestat's maker.
How do you feel about having watched 2 seasons of this It's So Bad to Watch show?
Side eye.
I'm numb. I don't feel anything. It's like, I don't understand how if you look at the ratings, nobody's watching this. AMC paid they were nickel and diming The Walking Dead for so long because they wanted to save money, and they paid money for this, a show that nobody's watching, and they're gonna try to expand on that with lore and references from this other show that people are also definitely not watching. It's like all this money wasted. The f are they doing over there. Season 2 is better than season 1, but only by a slight margin. Like I said, it's still built on the same rickety, warped foundation that it came with. You still race swapped characters, you still twisted things to fit other things, and it doesn't make sense. You still gave them firebender powers, goofy ass special effects and shit. It's so bad. It's only slightly better because they pushed Roland Jones to the back.
Well, I'm not going to say that I don't look forward to season 3. I would say I dread the finale of the actual finale.
I think everything I just said is everything that's going to happen. It's probably just going to be the Queen of the Damned movie, but of course with more bullshit because of course they have to follow their rickety ass script. It's going to be like a Frankenstein season of but it's mostly going to follow like the template of the Queen of the Damned movie, I think.
I am going to be completely glued to my seat to watch, simply because I know whatever the they write is going to be so bad. Not a single reviewer that has a YouTube channel with confidence is making recaps about this show. And I'm not saying that to downplay Maven of the Eventide or any other content watchers like that. I mean, on the level of million subscriber channels. But granted, most of them are movie reviewers, not necessarily series reviewers. Once this show fully goes off the air after season 3, it is going to be forced into the position of cult classic, despite the fact that it's not a cult classic.
But anyway, we're out. We're done.
Bye, chat.